Alright, you guys ready to hop to it? Hopefully I won't have any more flubs with Google Chrome tonight. I'd like to make a nice half-hour long video. And then I'm going to promptly pass the fuck out. So, I believe we've just entered the actual intermission. I peeked at the wiki just to know where I was. And the intermission, apparently people skipped this. I might try to crank it out in like a few videos because it seems to be a thing that people don't like. So I'm going to just try my best to get right through it. Don comical hat. This frivolous headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace than coax it into this monstrosity's loathsome, colorful maw. It's bad enough that your exalted ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment the troublesome human with a pipe and his child showed up. But you draw the line at the hat. Call a minion. Hello. You order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. I'd say that looks pretty heavy. A face. Whoa. Uh-oh. I like his ring. Your transmission is interrupted. It seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. You need to put that hat on, dude. You're gonna get fired, okay? Uniform appropriateness is a good part of your evaluation, okay? Fine. You begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise, and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. Throw hat down in disgust. You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down your neck for a second. Wait. What now? John's Black Dad is kicking ass. He's a pretty live dude who really knows how to kick ass. Womp, womp, womp. Your blood is boiling so hot you could cook an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll have to go handle this yourself. I don't know, man. You seem like the chess master type who would rather not get involved physically. Investigate room for anything Dad might have left behind. Some presents? It seems there are some unopened birthday presents which Dad didn't get around to giving you yet. Present time. Let's forget everything and just, have a happy birthday. Fetch modus, control deck, inventory management system. Bonus capture log pack and fetch modus inside. Incredible Sylladex behavioral conglomeration at your fingertips. Ooh. It's even got a power button. The one on the right seems promising. You open it to see what is inside and oh god, yes. Obtain sweet loot. Ah, awesome! You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the sweet loot. In addition to the modus control deck, you get a bonus array fetch modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point, but hey, you'll take them. No such thing. That's so awesome! Look at how many freaking cards he has! Whoa. Way too many? Shoot. Hell no. That's good. First thing you do is flush the extra cards to your deck. Okay, really, this is just way too many cards. No such thing. Equip array fetch modus. I don't know. I would definitely go with that. The array modus allows you to store and retrieve any item from any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring, says the kid who practically got his head cut off by a razor. Read instructions for control deck. Faithful Philo. There's nothing to read, really. You just pop some modus cartridges in the slots, fire it up, and see what happens. Oh, so are they supposed to be styled after Nintendo cartridges? Is that what they were getting at this whole time? It's like a top-loading Nintendo Entertainment System. Let's see. You start by putting the stack and queue modi in the slots. Your Sylladex now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Combinations are endless. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card. You see no reason at all not to jam the array cartridge in there. You make sure to blow the dust out first, of course. You're really not supposed to do that, actually. You're not blowing the dust out. little divergent information. I read about this, actually. By blowing into your Nintendo cartridges, you are condemning them to an early death. The reason your Nintendo is not reading your cartridges is because the contacts were not touching. See, in the VCR loading Nintendo Entertainment System, which was selected because of familiarity issues, they wanted to market it much as you would market a VHS. You know, you slide it in there. But that would make the contacts for it way at the back of it, so when you slid the thing in, sometimes it didn't touch. And if it didn't touch properly, it would make you glitch out. People thought that that was because, oh, dust might have gotten in there or something, so take it out and blow on it. When you're doing that, you are, in fact, introducing saliva particles. I saw as close to a laboratory experiment as possible with it, and some fuzzy stuff started growing on that shit. I was like, So, if you're ever using a front-loading Nintendo Entertainment System, don't blow on your cartridge. Just give it a little bit of a nudge to get the contacts all pressed up against each other, because the spring mechanisms sometimes just don't work. Don't blow into your cartridges. And if you're having extreme amounts of difficulty, buy the top-loading Nintendo Entertainment System they released about a year later. Let's see. The Celodex reconfigures itself into an array of distinct cue stacks. Now we're talking. This is just the sort of needless complexity you've come to expect from your inventory management system. Unwrap the smallest present first. You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for last. Always. Aw, it's Gushers! You receive a box of delicious fruit Gushers. Could this birthday get any better? You don't think so. I love how John is, like, completely forgotten his entire birthday has just been battling and the earth getting destroyed, and John, you have, like, I guess the fruit Gushers make up for all that destruction. Open the big one. Did he seriously just rip off all his clothes and put on the cute suit? John, you're adorable when you're not being a douchebag. You thought wrong. Fill up an entire cue stack with shoes. Okay, awesome. Cue stacks full of shoes. Double the John, double the fun. Capture log fruit Gushers. Aw, yeah. Dang, you spaced out and put it in the wrong cue stack. Don't worry, I'll get the hang of this thing. Closely inspect fruit Gushers box. Massive tropical brain hemorrhage. I don't think they made that flavor. Unless that's the one that turns your head into a fruit. So delicious. You can't wait to capture log one of those packs and make like 1,000,000 Gushers. Screw all this building nonsense, you'd rather make candy. Wait a minute. It can't be. What, you didn't know? Betty Crocker makes an assload of crap. The heinous batter witch has her gnawed claws in everything. What do Gushers have to do with baked goods anyway? How does this make sense? Why? Why? This is stupid. No, John, all you have to do is just consume the witch's products and become an eviler witch than even she could hope to become. If you can't beat them, succeed them. Meanwhile, Jade has to get a package. I love her loading screen. It's so cute. Becky! What's up, my dog? You're going to shoot your dog? Arraign the pup, I guess. Headshot. Really? R? Symbolize? Let's try the heart. Having an acid trip, man. It's like the Twilight Zone dog or something. Dang, it was like planets and shit. Armamentify. Arf. Go fetch. Nom. Good puppy, you fetched a bullet. Your relationship with your dog frightens and confuses me. I thought I sensed clickables, but I could be wrong. I don't quite know. Somebody's probably going to inform me in my ask box. So, party time, I'm falling asleep. Oh. Aw. Wait. Becca's bro? Your dog can flash step? Check cell for any mixed atoms with cat. Nope, no mixed atoms. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourselves. Your new kitty whose name is... You'll think of one later. Hey, where the heck are you anyway? I don't know, if she's anything like my friend who she is inspired by, she's just going to refer to the cat as Cat. I don't know why we even bothered naming the cat when all we did was call the cat Cat. Or Stoop Cat. Ground room. Booze. And it's not even real booze, it's like Bush's baked beans booze. It's quite alliterative. Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and the vantage from the window tells you this is Mom's room, or at least what you thought was her room. You decide not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation. Kitten, don't drink the alcohol. Watch the meteor impact. That's funny. Shouldn't that place be unestablished by now? The downpour of smaller meteors has stopped. Or has it? Better get out of here. This room is a powder keg with all this booze lying around. Get down to business. Suddenly you were feeling very businessman-like for some reason. Probably the business suit. You just punched a shitload of cards in anticipation of making a whole lot of cool stuff. This time you didn't foolishly destroy any items, you just looked at the codes for some objects you rounded up and punched them on blank cards. You wonder how much alchemizing you can get away with before Rose gets back. As if she's got any right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grist. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All she's got to do is mess around with her computer. Anyway, you better hurry. Jade Dream. Oh. Her bed looks so comfy. Beds in fiction tend to look quite comfortable. I can't imagine sleeping with the glasses on is very comfortable, though. Are they linked together by the red glowy orb thingies? Oh, that's useful. Always have a robot version of yourself. Oh, okay. So she has the ability to enter a dreamlike state. It's very pink and yellow. It looks like lemonade. Jade dreams of lemonade. You are now dreaming. Your dreambot is awake and active. Obliquely foreshadow future through interpretive dance. Her interpretive dance is quite unique. Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. Quick, get into bed. She's like, I can feel myself on top of myself. You climb into bed and try to get comfortable, but some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you, a strange feeling of cold, heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed, and no wonder you can never get any sleep. Realize you can fly? Oh. And the rocket one can fly too. There is not much to realize. Of course you can fly. And if she's a master of lucid dreaming, flying is easy. I mastered the ability to run at lightning speed in my dreams. I had a wonderful dream a while ago about running through the streets at top speed. Open the package. You stop all this flying around nonsense and examine John's birthday package. Ooh, look at that birthday package. To GG from GT? GT? Well, this seems familiar. I don't know any spoilers that would clue me in as to why the change is there, only that I'm aware that it's there. And I know why the letters are all the letters they are. So, unfortunately you cannot open it yet. This package has an important journey to make first. You are planning on delivering it momentarily. Good thing you already know what's inside, otherwise you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate. Meanwhile, in the past, it was snowing. Enough for the above weather to be seasonably reconcilable. It was December. Tape and blue paper. Oh. Ghosty trickster. Back when he was 12 years old, I guess he decided when he was 13 it was time to make a new handle. Hey, happy birthday, Jade. Yay, thank you, John. Phew, okay, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus I sent Rose's and Dave's too. Why do your guys' birthdays all gonna be bunched together like that? You're running me ragged. I know, but it's nice of you to think of us all like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve the problems you've been having lately. Mysterious Link. I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot how long it takes to get stuff. Arg! John, that's okay, really. I'm sure it will get to me exactly when it needs to, and it will be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to tell someone to go away. Oh god, the trolls again? Yep. You've been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there are so many. So that's why he made a secondary account. There are either like 50 of these retards, or it's one guy with a lot of alt accounts. I never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. But it seems to me like they're possibly all different people and not one guy. I've counted 12. What do they want with us? Some people just like to needle others for some reason. John? It's like a game, I guess. They are like pranksters. Oh, hell no. Shittiest pranksters ever. But I think they are mostly harmless. Like Earth. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been going on for years. Actually, some of them are kind of funny, I think. Oh, what? What? Years? Okay, well, I'm sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my pest search handle to throw them off the trail, so I guess I'm gonna do that. That reminds me of something. And it said mostly harmless. Should be in here somewhere. Back when I was having kind of a shitty day and I lost that whole video recording, we had Chinese food that day. Well, Chinese, Japanese, actually. And I got a fortune cookie, naturally. My fortune cookie reads, "Don't panic." The lucky numbers on my fortune cookie include the number 42. This is the best fortune I've ever received. And I'm keeping it forever. Okay, so he did that. Wait a minute. If we're flashing back, then why are the doodles on the wall? I can't tell if that's supposed to be a hint or a continuity hiccup, because when I was reading Problem Sleuth, Hussey actually pointed out a continuity error he made himself. So knowing that he does that sometimes without realizing it makes it kind of hard to tell what's foreshadowing and what's just fucking up. So anyway, you have already carved a few totems, but you have had to return to the living room for more crucite dowels. Your carving work is not nearly complete. Every time you re-enter your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You can't turn your back on them for a second. Rotten imps. Those posters were like children to you. Rose is fleeing. And yet she doesn't really appear to want to go anywhere. At long last, you've returned to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini purrs at your side. You suppose you will call it Muty for short. I don't know, I like calling the cat Vodka. Pester John. Hello. It is Rose. It's quite a totem collection. What are you planning? Oh, whoa, hi. Oh, I'm gonna make some stuff. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now? No, that was the nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently my house finally notched that achievement. AFK fire? Rose, you're breaking like the first rule of bash.org. When the house is on fire, you should be leaving. Okay. Thank you. Have you seen Dave? Nah. His bro is probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there is to say on the matter. Okay. I'm going to start putting this grist to use now. Let's be sparing with the frivolous knick-knack breeding and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay? Yeah, okay, I hear you, but I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house, and now it's lousy with gushers. Gushers? I mean grist. Serves them right for ruining my posters, bastards. Which posters? See, part of my being able to read aloud is I read ahead as I'm reading, which I know sounds like it might be difficult to do, but that's how I'm able to read aloud consistently well. Okay, maybe not consistently well, but at least consistently. So. Don't you see my sweet movie posters? Look at them, they're fucking ruined. John? Are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters? Yeah. Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room. The moment we started playing this game. I thought you defaced them ironically to mock your father's interests. John? Very funny, Rose. Ha 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 ha. Nice joke. Great joke there, Rose. Top of the line prank. This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about the revelation. Yes, yes, let's keep this joke going because it is such a good one. Ha ha ha, oh my ha 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 ha. Oh, it's Navi and Little Buddy. Descend. That's a decent descent. You cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered up and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You have used all the cable you can find. You'll have to come up with another plan. Sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. No way! Absolutely not. What are you, crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever, period. There's no period. Purify the temple. That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. The temple is way too big. You'd probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless, boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of the towers in the temple. Command Serenity, Serenavi, to carry the rope to you. Is she able? She is a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains through a series of informative blinks. There is an old rusty harpoon lodged through the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched-up jumble of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. It is almost as if someone knew you would need a bunch of cable, and that you would have a mayoral sash made out of cable, and that you were practically attached to the mayoral sash and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Anyone who knew that much would surely possess a special gift. Alas, it seems a bit far-fetched. And while I was reading that, I was actually thinking about something else completely different. Nana implied that the area they were at, which the name escapes me because I haven't been paying much attention, exists outside of time. So, is it possible that the wall defacement was... If I can share my theories on time travel for a moment. I don't usually think of time as a linear construct when it comes to time travel. I developed something, this was more for writing fanfics actually, I developed a form of time travel that basically when you time travel, it's not neatly from one moment all the way into another moment in the past. You're tracing back particular pathways. And when you do that, when you impact at the site in the past, you actually cause a splashback effect and sort of like after images flashing back to the past. And these cause butterfly effect-like shifts, but not to the point of altering major timeline events. Think of it like this. Traveling through time into the past is like splattering a painting with a little bit of paint. You have a major impact site with a particular radius, but sometimes you kind of splatter little bits of paint everywhere. It's not enough to completely deface the image, but it's enough to cause a slightly noticeable change. So when I work in my role-playing and my fic writing, and I do a time travel in alternate universes, to explain preferential choices about why characters act the way they do, what events went down, it's from that splashback effect. So, it's possible that the imp wall defacement was one of those splashbacks that happened to make it into the past, but before that point at which John is not aware. Because I've never believed in... TV Tropes doesn't really find itself very fond of ripple-proof memory effect, but I hate any kind of time-altering or time travel that actually disregards that. You have to be present for an event to remember an event. And when you travel through time, I'd be getting into a very long time travel speech that I don't really want to get into, and I've only really got a minute, so get you a rope. Okay, we just established it was a cable and not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hefty swig from one of your delicious pawns, a hasty swig from one of your delicious pawns, and put it down? You then adjust the coordinates to purify the jumble of handy cable. Thinking outside the box. That's not cable. That's a box. Whoops. To Mr. Mayor. Oh, of course, the time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow it got reset to a few hundred years ago. So... we've got a time frame here. A few hundred, maybe 300? It is some sort of present from the past, in the present. Attached is an envelope. It looks extremely important. We'll find out how important it is next time, y'all.